You are listening to the audio production of My Life as an Animal, a memoir, adventures, music, animal rights. Written by Andrew Tyler and narrated by Jim Smith. Published by Monkey Nut Audiobooks.
My Life as an Animal, for Sarah. If all went to plan on April 28, 2017, I ended my life in a small village in the canton of Zurich, accompanied by officials from Dignitas. To remain within the law, I had to do the deed myself, lift the cup and drink a very large dose of sodium pentobarbital, together with an antiemetic to stop me vomiting it up. I first contacted Dignitas in October 2015, knowing what Parkinson's had in store, and then allowed myself plenty of time to consider whether and when to go ahead. The alternative, because of my condition, was to eke out more years without purpose. I wrote in my letter, without the work that means so very much to me, shrinking into pain, infirmity, and indignity, I do not want that. I want to be free of that dread prospect. And it is the case that I had been finding it increasingly difficult simply to sit and type because my crumbling back caused me so much pain. Reading was also something I had to strictly limit, and for the same uncomfortable reason. For nearly 2 years I hadn't been able to do that simplest of things, sit up in bed with a book. In 2013, I had an MRI scan, and it showed the presence of severe degenerative disease, with almost complete loss of disc, space and disc bulges, and dehydration over most of the lumbar discs. And things got worse. At the same time, I was finding it more of a trial to walk. There were periods of hours during most days when my legs wouldn't carry me. The problem with the back pain meant that a wheelchair was not the solution it might have been. Sitting made the pain worse. Strong drugs, I knew from recent experience, have a very limited effect in remedying such pain, and most of them leave you severely constipated, which of itself was a serious problem, not least for someone with Parkinson's. All kinds of weird things began happening simultaneously, with the increasing feeling of weakness and instability that are standard issue with Parkinson's. My hands, feet and ankles were swollen. My hands were extremely red and, in fact, turned the colour of blood-red oranges in the bath. Also, there was quite severe skin eruption on the outside of my hands. More seriously, 2 or 3 times a day, several fingers were drained of all colour and looked waxen yellow, signalling circulatory problems. In my last year, I had lost 1.5 stone and slept about 3 or 4 hours a night, but broken up into segments of 20, 30, 40 and 50 minutes, an hour if I was lucky. What I didn't want above all, and who does, was to slide into what ultimately awaits many Parkinson's patients, becoming a helpless, immobile, drooling shadow of what I was, unable to speak or think properly. So there we have it. Despite the negatives, those last months were very satisfying. Working on my book, taking stock of things, being content that I had a, hopefully, dignified way out. My October 2015 letter showed how clear my thinking was. In it, I say that the prospect of a Dignitas-assisted and doctor-supported death gives me great heart and a feeling of positivity. I've had a rich, varied and wonderful, fulfilling life. To be able to make choices about how it ends and exert a real measure of control would be wonderful. For a peaceful world, Andrew Tyler.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?